October 23rd, meeting of the Litchfield Rec Commission. We've got 5 members present. We have a quorum, and our agenda, I think, would be to start with our last meeting minutes.
Correct.
Anybody like to make a motion on them? I know I read them when Colleen sent them out. Confused as all heck when I first started reading them because I thought I was reading the minutes and it was the previous meeting
Oh,
minutes.
gosh, all right.
It took me a minute to catch
This is
up.
October 9th.
What's that?
October 9th.
Yeah,
Should be
October
okay.
9th.
So I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from October 9th, 2018.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved, 500. Next agenda item. No public input. That's easy.
Yeah.
Anyone have any field requests or?
I don't believe there were any. Let me just double check from the 9th till now. Oh, okay. I thought this went to everybody. So I need to get back to Mary. She's requesting she sent it apparently just to me. I didn't realize that. She's the one that's the class of 2008 that's having that event before the Thanksgiving. She just wants to know if they can, we were hoping to be able to see the space prior for decorations and setup. I also have to get back to her because she never replied. I asked her about getting the insurance.
Yep.
I asked her, is there going to be alcohol? She hasn't replied to that. So I'll get back to her and say, yes, I can give her access to talent so they can look and see about decorations, but we need to get confirmation that she has insurance. If they're serving alcohol
As far as I know,
and
yeah.
the detail.
What are they doing there?
What's that?
What is it? What they're doing? I mean,
It was the fundraiser for Dr. Ange, I
Ange,
believe.
yeah.
but is it a comedy night or what did we? What was
I
it
never
determined
got
to be?
clarification, and I sent her an email a while back. I'll send it to her again.
I asked her to try and keep you informed because I talked to her
Yeah,
after
and
the
she-
last meeting
Okay.
and said, have you gotten together and really figured out what this whole event is? And I think they're trying to get together as a, disc jockey kind of music, dance, but more of a gathering
Oh, okay, all right.
than anything else.
I just don't want to, like I said, I didn't want to compete one comedy show versus another.
No, they were never considering a comedy show.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that wasn't even a
Alright,
wasn't even a discussion originally.
Yeah, the request doesn't have anything more
Yeah,
than.
so I think we were asking her. I just said if you plan to have insurance, here's the link. So I'll ask her about the insurance, the detail, and maybe what the event is, and to give her access to it.
Oddly, she called me
Oh, okay.
without getting your email, like an hour before you sent the email.
Oh, okay.
She called me that day,
Oh,
and I said, "Well, somebody can get in touch with you, blah 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 blah."
okay.
And I got your email like literally an hour afterwards.
Oh, all
And I
right,
said,
all right.
"Well, I guess that covers that." So now she heard from me and
Did
from
she
you.
say anything?
No, that's what she had told me at that point, but she hadn't gotten this yet.
Oh.
But I had told her what we had discussed.
Okay.
And she said, "Okay, whatever I get from her, I'll follow up on that."
Okay.
That's it. So
So that was the only thing that came to me. It looks like there's a couple issues we're having with access to talent from pickleball.
So one of them originally sent the email to 2 of my email addresses and something else, but it wasn't RC email. And that was one that said it was requested last year.
A
So
year
when she
ago,
made
yeah.
her second request, I went, how's that possible? So I clicked into more, and it was just me that she asked it from, and I assumed it was through the rec commission.
Okay.
So I didn't respond. I forwarded that. Andy responded right away.
So, but those requests should be going to pickleball first. Is that what it was?
Pickle was supposed to give us who
Their
they
names,
wanted in there,
right.
the names.
Right.
And Andy's response back too was, I still need to hear from pickleball on
Okay.
this.
Right, yeah,
And then we
it's
lost-
supposed to be, usually what it is usually like if I have to request something for soccer, it was I'd send Andy the name
Mhm.
and then I'd send the link to whoever's doing it. So the approval, I'm giving the approval from the organization
Right.
and then that person's entering in theirs and it should be matched up at that point. But one of those, it sounds like the pickleball email never came from the president or whoever's running the contact there saying these people are going to need be requesting access. Please give it to them.
Yeah.
And
Same thing with Ed. Did he lose access or what did he say? It almost sounded like he.
No, he said he requested it
And that was when Andy responded saying, I still need pickleball to approve.
No, that was
No, that
actually
was
the other one?
different. That was the
Marshall-
Oh, all right.
Marshall's one, and then literally, like today,
yeah.
was Ed.
All right. But Andy's on that one.
Andy's, it came to the rec commission, so
Okay.
Andy's on it.
Then we'll let Andy handles those. We'll let him keep plugging with that.
Yep.
then.
Yep.
All right, we'll jump playground.
Yes.
So-
The other reminder, and I might as well say while we're on access, is that the next quarterly meeting for talent access is coming up.
1st or something?
It should be. I have it down as November 6th.
6th, okay. It's on my phone.
Well, we'll see if that changes. I know Andy's moved it around sometimes, but
Well, that is election day, so
It's
that may
already-
change, yeah.
his election
But
day,
you're
but
right,
it's
it is.
already, we're already 6 days in. It's not like an early second Tuesday was the next one that falls. Or we'd be talking about the 13th. And at that point, basketball is going to want to be in there already and everything. So
Maybe do it on the 5th?
probably have it on, you mean, is election day that big of a deal?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Andy's not counting votes. So
That's true.
you are,
I
but
mean,
you
basketball
usually
submitted
email
it,
your stuff in when you need it.
right? Basketball actually submitted it. Jason Canale sent his, when he
Yeah,
thought it was back in August.
but they sent it. They want every day of the week
Oh, I didn't
without
get it.
reservation.
Right.
It was like we want 5 to 9 Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday or whatever it
Okay, I
was.
didn't
Like
look
I
at
didn't
the
read it
rest.
all, but I definitely saw the Monday through Friday part.
Which I've done that same email, but the intent of the email is then we'll fill it in and steal
Right.
time back from us is fine if we
Right.
can't fill a slot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's put it this way. They've basically requested every gym in town at this point. So the problem is now no one has anywhere to go. So
Right.
yeah.
Yep. That is a problem with winter.
All right, so I was working on a project at the north end of town, and somebody from the playground group was there. We talked about the playground, and I said, "Yeah, but this is up to you guys at this
Was
point."
it
You don't-
Rachel?
No, one of the guys in the group.
Okay.
And I said,
And not Andrew.
"No."
Okay. So neither of them.
So I said, "Well, you guys have to get together and get us a playground sketch, get us what you want." Blah blah blah. Talked about the person looking to donate the mulch was
Yep.
the same person has a handicap
Correct.
child, which is what's in the email.
Yep.
Reluctant to have their name out there.
Yep.
So
So that would be then, Kurt, would you be able to go talk to the selectman and check on a private meeting for that individual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the last time, we might be able to just accept it as an anonymous donation, so we should be able to do that.
all right, I mean, because that really impacts one of their questions here.
That does.
Which way to
Yep.
go? I had told them, if it's as far as kid, then donate the handicap thing too. And not that we don't want to buy it because we're going to anyway, but I also asked for them to continue the process going forward outside of this park into Litchfield Park. If we're really looking to do this, but they've got to do the research. So she sent back, Andrew's working on the playground sketch. We have a priority list. So the swings need to be part of the 5,000 that was been approved. The approved is correct.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that would,
Well,
again, it depends on,
Well,
what
she
they're doing.
said, she remembers, and we did talk about it, would that money be set aside for the Jeff Lane project?
what money.
So, and she's right, we did talk about Jeff Lane. She says, I remember when we had spoken the first time, that we had been told the funds might be specifically funds. Okay. There might have been funds specifically for swings set aside, but it was a question of whether there was any swings or particularly for the Jeff Lane Park. So she's right about that. This 5,000, is this something that we can use for DARA or does it have to go towards Jeff Lane?
We voted to use it for Dara.
Okay, but I thought
Jeff Lane, I thought the Jeff Lane stuff was entirely separate.
Yeah, it's very separate right now.
it is, okay, all right. Well, I do remember the Jeff Lane.
Well, see, Andy brought up the whole
Topic.
Jeff Lane thing because I think we were gonna
Yeah,
take
Andy-
some of the Jeff Lane product and modify or make better the Dara Pond stuff, and then Jeff Lane would buy new equipment, because we'd just be repairing ultimately parting out Jeff Lane and using it to fix the stuff that's ruined at Dara. That was, I think that I remember Andy saying.
That's what Andy said. Andy was talking about, well, there's going to be stuff at Jeff Lane we're not using, so we could take some of that over, maybe.
Okay, so
use it
not
there.
the 5,000
It wasn't
having to go
anything to do
towards
with the
Jeff
money.
Lane. Okay,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
mean, the only thing that's at Jeff Lane is that one structure.
Well, yeah, but it's very modular. Like there's actually 8 like
It comes
cubes.
apart. I
Yeah,
get
they're all
that.
bolted together. So you could, if you reconfigured some of the stuff, you could take one away and, you know, put it somewhere else if you had to. You know, like I don't know. I mean, I'm not very familiar with the playground structure, but I do remember like when we were trying to figure out how we were going to achieve moving it across the street, we're like, oh, it unbolts and it's just 4 legs on each section. So it wasn't that bad.
Okay. So this money is,
We voted
reserved
to use
for
it. We voted
Dara.
to
We
use
voted,
it at
yep.
Dara.
okay.
So yeah, I wasn't at the meeting that Andy was talking about, but I did see it.
Neither
on
was
TV.
I.
Yeah, but I saw it. I saw the replay of it. But yeah, I remember the last time. I think it was the last meeting or 2 meetings ago. We
Two
voted for the
meetings ago.
5,000. Yeah.
No, last meeting we voted for the 5,000.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
But 2 meetings ago, there was discussion about Jeff Lane, but I didn't know
Yeah.
it was taking that piece.
That's kind of on its own over there right now. So wait till I'm.
Okay, great. So
Wait
that
until
answers
next year.
that question, that money is set aside for Dara.
Correct. And I told the selectmen that our goal heading into next year would be to probably use the additional $5,000 and 2,500 to further what we're doing there.
Perfect.
And that my anticipation is to do something at Litchfield Park with impact fees,
Mhm.
because that set aside, our next area of impact fees are for a park, playground there and an additional 2 tennis courts.
Right.
That is what our impact fees can be used for.
Yeah.
And then we would go to the next level on that. Separate from Jeff Lane, because it's already approved.
Yeah.
All right, so we just talked about the anonymous donation. I went out there. There's plenty of room laid out. I mean, they're going to be able to sketch up anything. I think the biggest impact would be trying to look at where those concrete pads go. But even if you stay to the, when you first get in, right before the 2 set swings, the baby swings, you can put a 3 set swing set up right at the beginning there
Mhm.
without any impact or anything. You could go on the other side too of the 2 concrete pads with plenty of room.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, there is plenty of space over
Could you
there.
put benches on the concrete pads?
That's what we had originally talked about doing, was
Okay.
putting up either picnic tables or just some kind of sitting benches there. Because we talked about the picnic tables and, well, as I sit here reclining on this, one of the questions is, well, we'd really prefer something we could sit back on. I'm like, okay. I did not know about the high school thing.
Well, that was the next question. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The high school, when they build things like picnic tables and everything, which they do, they require you to pay for the equipment, which we could do. I mean, I could go down and talk to the wood shop down there.
Or like we had said, the Eagle Scout. But is this something we do, or is this something that we would say, okay, I mean, we don't generally go and find Eagle Scouts. They come to us
Right.
for their projects.
Right.
So,
I've never approached the Eagle Scouts. And we've hung it out here and people have shown up and done things. I mean, you'd be the closest connection to that.
Yeah. I can find out.
Okay.
But I've heard that I hate to kind of point behind the curtain here, but can you approach somebody that's getting their Eagle Scout and ask them to do something, or is it something that the Eagle Scout has to generate themselves for an idea?
I think what happens is say like there's an organization that has an idea, we ask the Scoutmaster to see if there's any scouts looking for projects, and then they're like, hey, so-and-so, this is a good idea here,
Okay. All right.
or something like that, kind of like push them, and then like you can't flat out say like, oh, hey, here you go,
Right.
or something, but that's sort of what
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
doing.
Very cool.
No
Because
problem.
Jack's an Eagle Scout. So.
right. So, congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
So that would be, Kurt, could you take that back to the Scouts and say, hey, that we have a playground committee
Yep.
that's looking for work to be done.
Mhm.
Anyone interested in?
My wife's a notch under. She runs Cub Scouts, but she does deal with all the scouts in town. So she can.
And I'll check with the high school.
Okay, so we can say, okay, we'll check with the high school, and we have someone that can check with the
I'd
Scouts.
love to get things purchased so we don't have to deal with encumbering and confusing the issue. And we might not install it. Have plenty of places to store it, but I'd love to get at least the purchasing done
Mhm.
this year. And especially if we're going to purchase equipment going into next year with next year's budget as well. then we could combine putting them together or putting them up at the same time in the spring. If they don't think we can get them up before the winter, that's fine.
So when you're saying us purchasing them, or
Well,
They're
we've already, we're gonna have to purchase them, but they've got to get us the information. I'd like to get it done before the end of the year. She seemed to lead into a Facebook post today
oh,
that it was pushing
Okay.
out. And I didn't respond to it. I was a little tied up, but I'd rather not push it out.
Okay,
I'd
good to
rather
know.
see it go
All right.
through. Other notes to dare upon, the trees were taken down, which I was very happy for. Jack must have cut them down. I was there a couple days ago, and those are gone. So the ones that was on the ground are still there, but the ones that were going to fall, thankfully, in the wind that came up the last couple of days, were already gone because they would have come down. They were nasty. And I saw a picture or a posting that they were cutting the basketball hoops and then starting to install the others. I haven't been there.
Yeah, they were down there Saturday doing that. I didn't see the end. I was there. I had swung by there and they were starting the process on Saturday morning. So
Stuff
I
runs
didn't see
together. I think that
myself.
was Facebook or an email. I don't know. I don't remember
Facebook,
now
probably.
where
I
it
don't
goes on that stuff. But there were two of them down there working on it. Excellent.
Good.
Another thing bites the dust.
she did have one final question that wasn't, she just sent a follow-up to me. She said, one thing that would be helpful for Andrew is to know if there is any limitations in terms of the usable area.
The only limitation would be not under the skywalk there they have, which is
Okay.
on the far side of the
Yeah.
playground.
Past the pavilion, kind of.
No, it's only about 25 feet past the last piece of equipment. You see one of the wires running above it.
Okay.
Um,
So not
yeah,
under that.
But the front side where the sign that doesn't get used
Yeah.
is, and the other side where the softball field is, they've got a lot of room there.
There's a lot of room back there, I agree. Okay. So I can contact her and ask her to move forward.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Call me if she's got questions. I'm home.
Good. She has
During the
your
day.
number? She has your number?
I originally gave it to her.
I
You
can
could zip
give
it
it
out
to
to her
her.
again.
Yeah, okay.
I gave it to her at the playground when we met. I'm not sure if she kept it or not.
Is that everything, guys? I think that was everything, right? That she wanted?
We got an email from Troy Brown today. All department heads did, saying that they're moving forward with everything. They've got another meeting, but effectively I met with the budget committee, I met with the selectmen, so we're through where our budget stands right now. They didn't have any issues, and if they were going to change something, I think Troy would have sent it out and told me that today. So that went over smooth. That's all I got.
I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
one
think
thing. So the Christmas committee, the tree lighting ceremony, they're planning for the event. So two requests. One, they want to see if they can use the snack shack for the event because it's going to be outdoor, indoor. So that's going to be down where the actual activities are going on. So that's their.
So what are they
preference.
trying to, what do they want to use the snack shack? Are they going to bring their own food in?
Right. Yeah. So that's where they
Yeah.
do concessions and that kind of thing.
Right.
So that's their first thing. And second thing is for Plan B, if they, we need to have it in town if it's a bad day. They're trying to recruit in vendors for that. So they wanted to space it out. So they wanted to go in and actually like measure out the space, but I'm pretty sure we probably can give them an idea of what's already in there. So the request is, number one, do we have like a floor plan or something we could just provide them? And number two, they want to get in there to like measure it out for potential vendors and otherwise. So,
Measure up town hall.
yep, just for,
I mean, I let somebody in. Have them give me a call.
yeah, okay. So,
So they want vendors in, there is a kitchen in town hall. Would they, so they,
I think they just want like tabling vendors, like for crafts or
Okay.
for, just tables to set up for things. So,
but not an eating area. Eating would be outside?
good question. So I think eating is outside,
Okay.
but the town, now that I say that, I think, the concession stand at the snack shack is the top priority because if it's nice out and everybody will be down there by the, the lighting ceremony. But if it's bad and they'll be in talent, then they probably will want folks to be inside. I don't know about the kitchen though, so I can ask you about that.
Yeah, only because if they wanted to serve stuff out. So
Yeah.
say I envision, because right now, I mean, the cooler's shut down, it's going to be
Yeah.
cold. So everything gets winterized,
Yeah.
it's shut down.
Still power though, right?
There's
So
still
they could-
power,
okay,
and
so they could
obviously
hook
I'm envisioning you guys bring what, crock pots or something like
up-
that.
I
Is
think
what
they do that. Yep.
probably going to serve food out of. So depending on the weather, if you do go inside,
Yep.
you could set up the whole thing in the kitchen as well, with the crock pots and that kind of thing, and serve through that window.
Yep.
Because we've done that before for Winterfest. Now I'm no longer with softball.
Was that right? Okay.
Yeah, we're out. We've
Wow.
officially graduated.
You guys, wow.
so Rick's done too. So I can put you in contact with the new president, Chad Pinciero.
Okay.
And,
Who's the president?
Chad Pinciero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so he is the new president of LGSL.
What day is it?
The Saturday after Thanksgiving. What's that? The first?
I think it was the first. I think that's one thing we had discussed.
Yeah.
Was the first, right?
Yeah, Saturday first.
Have we
Yeah.
reserved talent?
So
For
we,
it?
we
Yeah.
still need the official request. We did
Right.
block it off, but that's
Okay.
yeah, we do need it.
Did we put it on the calendar? We may have. put
We
it
have.
on
I
the
don't think we
calendar.
have. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think we did
Did
because we
we?
talked about it
Did
last
we?
time. So if it's not, then I'd love to get it on there.
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Oh, good. Yeah.
5:39.
Yeah, sure.
It's 5:39. Fine. Is that enough time? We hope.
Yeah. What do we say? So 5:30 was an evening one.
Yeah, we should probably back it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know,
Because nighttime. That would be nighttime then.
it's going to be dark at 3 at that point, right?
Right.
So yeah,
Tree lighting.
yeah,
We,
I can
we
back
get
it-
the switch coming up though, don't we? Isn't that right
We
before
do.
that?
It's the
Well, right
third,
after, right after
Yeah.
the third,
Halloween.
fourth.
Yeah, the fourth.
Okay, so I'll reach out to Chad for the Snack Shack.
Yep.
Put them in touch with you too if they want to go in and space it out.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll get paperwork from them for the official request. And I'll
And
check on
did you
it.
want to knock because obviously it's going to be dark.
Yeah, if we can back that up to like 3 o'clock. On that.
3 to 6, 3 to
3 to 9, just
3 to 9.
yeah, because I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. I got to go into the other calendar, but I can do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone
3
else?
to 9.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn and go watch the Red Sox. Have a second? Have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
See you later.
Works.
I don't know if that's an official adjourning, but it's all right.
Listen,
softball. This is like a legacy
Done with softball. It's like, yeah.